Page 49, Blues Train. We get to use the interval of a sixth here, as well as a few other intervals. Let's look this over. It's 4 lines long, treble and bass clef, 4/4 time signature, quarter notes, whole notes, dotted half notes, half and we can handle all that, I hope. It kind of looks a little weird there in the last couple of lines, but we'll talk about it. Let's start with the right hand and make sure that we got the notes and fingering and rhythm and all that. You're starting out on a B flat. So it's with third finger, so there's the B, so there's the B flat. That puts us here. We're in a G minor position. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3. And that's it for it. Isn't this fun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then the last 2 measures. Oh, lovely. Well, you're coming up here, you got to rest. You're coming up, and it's a 6. You got to stretch out a little bit. It's 1 and 5, because the position might be here, but we need 1 more, so it's a 5. And they're all 1 and 5. You go down the keyboard here. This is similar to what we did before on these things. Here, except we only have 2 notes here. It's the same technique. I'm only thinking about 1 finger here, and the other finger just goes along. I could think about the top note, let the thumb go along here. And that's really the technique. And remember to flex at the wrist here. Don't tense up, and flex at the wrist on these. Do this if you have to get the idea. Exaggerate it. Don't hurt yourself, but exaggerate it first if you have to. Here. And then the last one, you simply have to add a note. Let's hit this note. That's all. That's all. But the overall hand position stays the same. You're just adding a note in the middle. As far as what they've done in the printing, they've given you the finger numbers for all of them, and they circle them because every time you move your hand, this author circles the finger numbers, and that's why that looks like that. Finger numbers are normally not circled in music. That's just something this author has done to tell you you're moving the hand. Left hand. Well, we got this and this. 5th and it's 6th, back and forth. Now, this is a common pattern, especially in boogie woogies and so forth. So when I get it, I don't need the thumb to do all this. I think that's poor fingering. I don't recommend it. So I'm gonna put my hand in this position. I'm gonna use second finger for that one. I'm gonna alternate here, and I'll let the little finger here. I recommend you do that. I really do. Anytime you see this kind of a pattern, and then when you get to measure 7, you gotta rest, you come up. Same thing. Now, when you're not doing that, you don't have to use second finger. So like on measure 11, you can use 1 and 5 there, because it's, they come down, and at the bottom, here. And if you would like, because you did this, your 4th finger is there. You can go ahead and use 4th finger if you want. That's okay. Because the last note is the G with an AVA under it. You got to go down here. If you have a short keyboard, you don't have a note, just play the lowest G you have, which would probably be that one. But I'm saying 4th finger's all right because you have to scratch up to get 5th, and I just stay there and use 4th. That's okay. And when you measure 9, you're here. Measure 11, it is an 8 VA under it. You got to go down. So you go down. They're telling you move down. It's down here. The notes are here. But you got to come down here. And then measure 13, the 8 VA went away. You're back up here. So put the heads together, starting at 3rd measure. You're here. I know that sounds good. Just go with it. Let's go down to the 3rd line. That's measure 11. You're here. Now hold that half note down. note down here and then come down. Hold that left hand down as you're doing that. And hold the right hand down as you do that. That's sort of the thing. I'm not sure what the train's doing, but okay. You go through and get the hands and the notes and the working out. No hesitations. Keep it slow. It's fine. Just no hesitations. And then we think about the articulation, which they don't give you much. The slurs here. Here, you're going to have to separate. That's all right. But it's not staccato. It could be, because that's part of interpreting. They don't tell you anything, so it's up to you. After you get to know it, if you feel staccatos in there, play them staccato. Right now, I'm just going to separate it, but this is connected. Speed, a moderate blues piece. That's moderate, somewhere in the middle. It's not fast, it's not slow, but to me a train moves. So to me it would go a little bit faster. Because you got these long notes in the right hand, that's going to speed it up a little bit. You don't want these to last forever. If you take this, then this, I mean that just lasts forever. So how fast do you want this? That's how I would determine the speed on this piece, and you just make the quarter notes do whatever, because it's just the wheels of the train chucking along. That's all. Dynamics, I forgot dynamics. Oopsie. Moderately loud at the beginning, mezzo forte. When you come in with the right hand, that has to be the moderately loud, and the left hand has to get down. And you're staying pretty much there until the end when you come down a little bit here. Come down softer, soft. Come down to about a moderately louder, moderately soft here. And a soft, the last note is soft. And the reason I say soft instead of moderately soft is because when you get low on piano like that, the notes just come out. So tone it down a little bit and it'll still come out. Pedal the last measure, go ahead. I didn't bother, I didn't use pedal anywhere else. I'm not going to use it here, but you can in blues. It adds the overtones in blues. It's a nice effect in this type of music. I wouldn't do it in much of any other kind of music, but in blues stuff it's kind of nice. Now there's a couple ways of interpreting this at the beginning. See, the first couple measures is introduction. You see the double bars at the end of the second measure? This is introduction. Sets the mood of the piece. Well, as far as interpreting it goes, you can try different things. You start out moderately loud, and then the right hand gets moderately loud, and the left hand. So you can actually diminuendo in the right hand or the left hand if you want. Start here and get soft, and then the left hand comes in a moderately loud. So you just get softer. So you're ready to go, or you stay moderately loud. All of a sudden you drop down because the right hand took it over. So there are different ways of interpreting this. In one piece you might want to do another way, another piece another way is whatever. It's up to you. Experiment with this stuff. Have fun with it. Let's play this together very slowly to check the notes and the rhythm. So I'll give us 4 counts. I'm not going to do any dynamics, but I'll do, well, there's no articulation, so okay. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4,